What is Mel planning to do next? What is her position in Noxus right now? What happened to Alistar, and is he alive? In the beginning of the comic, we see Mel at an arena in Noxus. What is interesting is that the arena is located at the Shuriman Quarter within the Immortal Bastion. In case you didn't know, it was confirmed that Ambessa had Shuriman heritage, so a cute little coincidence. And for new lore fans, the Immortal Bastion is the capital of Noxus. Mel is now head of the Medada clan, and some of you might wonder, how is she not being attacked by LeBlanc from the Black Rose? As we see at the end of Arcane Season 2 that Mel betrays LeBlanc. Well, the main population of Noxus do not actually know the Black Rose exists because the Black Rose works in secret. So even though Mel has a target on her back from LeBlanc, the Black Rose does not want everyone to know who they are or even if they exist. Hence they won't just immediately attack Mel, and that's also why she's able to lead an arena as the head of the Medada clan. Speaking of arenas, they are common in Noxus. Very Roman Colosseum vibes, and it's what the game mode arena is based off of in League of Legends. We then see a cute little interaction between Mel and her cousin, and unlike Ambessa, her cousin is not some strict military hard nut. It's kinda wholesome. Mel then sees a flashback of Ambessa talking to her, and as she's being spoken to, they see a warrior in the arena. A bull-looking minotaur thingy. Well, that is Alistar. Let's pause the video here and I will give a backstory on Alistar for the new lore peoples. If you know this, you can skip this part. Alistar grew up in the Minotaur clans, and historically these Minotaurs protected trade routes to Zorn. And Alistar was a noble and respected warrior among the Minotaur clans. He wanted to make bonds with other races, but most people in Runeterra thought the Minotaurs as beasts and discriminated against them hard. And one day, the Minotaur clans are approached by the Noxian Empire. Basically, Noxus is invading a city in Basilage and they need help from the Minotaurs. The Minotaur clans were all on board and wanted to help the Noxian army to get power and recognition. However, Alistar was cautious as the dude met Noxian agents in the past and knew they were very snaky. So Alistar's specific clan sent him and other warriors to personally meet the Noxian leader who wants their support, called Twain. His goal was to be like, nah babes, we're not joining, but it was too late as all the other clans had already pledged loyalty to Twain. So it was awkward for Alistar and some of his boys as they are now considered outsiders and traitors. And now there's a big fight. Alistar and his boys fight the Noxians and enemy Minotaurs, and dude does well. So well in fact that they're able to kill many people including Twain, but it isn't enough as they still lose eventually and are relocated to the Noxian capital, where they are accused of the crime of inciting rebellion within the empire. So Alistar and his boys are now forced to fight in a gruesome event in Noxus called the Fleshing, a 21-day festival of non-stop fighting within the Reckoner's arena. Alistar tells his people to not kill the Noxians, but over time he is the only Minotaur left from his friend group, which in time makes him lose his memories of them and accept his wild beast nature. It's quite sad, and we are shown in the comic that Alistar is still fighting in the arena where Ambessa and Mel are watching. And now do you see why Alistar is hesitant at killing the dude when Ambessa is saying a fourth pillar is sacrifice? As it reminds him of his backstory when he got betrayed, and he must have remembered his old, more human side. Let's get back to Mel and when Ambessa is speaking to her about the fourth pillar. This is very important as current Noxus is under a system known as the Triferics. This was a three-way ruling system created by Jericho Swain where he claimed there are three pillars that create Noxus, called Might, Guile and Vision. Each pillar has a different head, but Ambessa tells us that there is a fourth pillar too, and it is called Sacrifice. That could be her own thoughts and beliefs, or it could be a hidden pillar which Swain does not want to tell everyone about. Who knows? I do doubt that Swain is hiding a pillar, as from his lore we know he is obsessed with the benefit of Noxus, and literally his reasoning to even make the three-way ruling system is that if one of the rulers goes crazy, other two can keep that person in check. And side note, maybe Ambessa's definition of sacrifice is true for Mel, because think about it, she only became head of the Medada clan after Ambessa died. Yeah, okay, Ambessa did not die on purpose, but maybe she is the sacrifice Ambessa was talking about in order for Mel to prosper. Because if Mel was not the head of the Medada clan right now, then she would not be heading the arena as shown at the beginning of the comic. The next scene we see is Mel coming back to the present time, and guys, if you want to know more about Swain, the Black Rose or Noxian history like the Immortal Bastion, the videos are in the description. When Mel is back, we don't actually see what happened to Alistar. From his lore, we know that a girl called Ayala, who is a servant girl, helped Alistar escape the arena. Basically, they create an escape plan where she frees him from his cell, and then they would attempt to escape through a river on cargo boats. However, as they get there, they are attacked by Noxian agents. Alistar is eager to protect Ayala, so in the moment he loses control and starts fighting everyone and going crazy and stuff. Ayala did try to calm Alistar down, but he was too blinded with rage to listen. And by the time Alistar had slain the attackers, the boat had already left and Ayala was missing. Now without the boat, Alistar fled south on foot in search of Aiella, fearing she had been captured or killed. This is deep because you want to feel bad for Aiella and Alistar, but I question, is Aiella even missing? Did she just escape on her own because she knows that psycho donkey animal is uncontrollable? Or what if this was a part of her plan to begin with? She knew she would be attacked by the Noxians and Alistar could defend her in the process so she can escape alone. Who knows? The comic then ends with Mel accepting her own way and rejecting her mother's belief that being compassionate is a form of weakness. I mean, go Mel, you are a badass. But what is Mel gonna do next? Before I continue, the next part is a theory and partial spoilers for the next show after Arcane. I believe she's gonna work with Swain in order to take down the Black Rose, and I said this in the previous video. My reason for this is because in Arcane we see Swain's Raven following Mel in many different scenes, and we know Swain does not like the Black Rose, as he feels their intention is not for the best of Noxus. There have also been some rumors about the next show. The show will be called Iron and Chains, and the main plot will be Mel's childhood and Swain mentoring Mel in fighting against LeBlanc. We will also find out about what happened with LeBlanc, Vladimir and Mordekaiser. Now please be aware, rumors can be wrong, but I reckon these will be very true except maybe the name. That can always change at the last minute. How did you find this comic? What do you think Mel will do next? And thank you for watching my video. I will make the ending short cause effort. Please like and subscribe. Love you. Thank you. Bye.